Hello everyone and welcome to the month in review, this time for October of 2018. We're here. This is the overview watch time back end of the YouTube channel where I can see all my stuff. This is last month, so it is covering over October, and it was a pretty good October, I would say. It was the release of Kaiserreich AOS, which is going to be finishing relatively soon, probably within the next week or so. And it also saw the beginning of, well, the return, actually, of the Kaiserreich Tsarist Russia campaign. Very nice on both accounts. As you can see by this giraffe right here, because this is where we were going into the month. This was the kind of baseline that I had started working with coming off of the stalling that was happening throughout August and throughout September. And then, oh boy, it drops and we rocket up here in a single day. 17 days and 7 hours of watch time. Why? Why am I wasting everyone's time with these videos? Why? And then you can see it starts coming down again. Now, this is more or less to do with the fact that, you know, the what's it called? The novelty is kind of wearing off as it goes along. Everyone's kind of watched the Kaiserreich videos again, and I've been doing 2 series of Kaiserreich and nothing else, so there's not a lot to come back for, though the views are still pretty good. This down here on the 31st, that is because I only had the one video, the video where I explained the Russian curse on that day. So even then, a day where I take off of both of my mainline video series, I still get the same amount of watch time as I did before the series started. And after this point, it goes up again a little bit. But I am not showing off November yet, now am I? If I go to the yearly graph from the 31st of last year of 2017 to now, you can see that we have, oh boy, did we bump up. I love whenever this happens. I love when I have a release that is so just big for my channel that it dwarfs everything that came before it. Because first it was this, and I think this was Kaiserreich Garibaldi. I think that was the first time I was able to play a Kaiserreich during release. I had played Kaiserreich a few times before. I played Kaiserreich Qing, and I played Kaiserreich Socialist Italy. I think that might have been around this area. And then I played Kaiserreich with the, what was it called? Garibaldi's Nightmare as the, I forget what, I forget it. I remember that it was De Annunzio was leading it. The Italian Republic is what it starts as. You go to the like Legion of Italy or something. But yeah, that was this first little jump, and that itself was a pretty big jump from everything I was used to up at that point to where it is now. But still, that was only 5 days of watch time at the highest. This highest is 17 days at the highest peak. And you can also see that a day where I take off videos and just do a single shitty video where I explain how bad I am at playing Russia is still like the median line for where I was in the channel before the Divided States hit. So that just makes me happy. I've been waiting for this for a long time. If you trace it back, I'm pretty sure this spike here, go away, Creative Cloud. I don't want to update your shit. I'm pretty sure that this back in 8/26/18, so 8th month was July, August. No, that doesn't seem right. That must have been this one then, July. Yeah, that must have been the peak that happened for El Condor Pasa. So from there to here, that's a nice shot right there. If I wonder if I do show growth, let's see this. 6,948% from where I was last year, down to only 1,800%. Oh, sorry day right there. Man. 6,900% in a year. If only that continued. If only that kind of growth would continue. That would, oh man, that would be epic. That's great. If you look at the most watched series, it was actually Feuerreich, which makes me want to go back to Feuerreich. I think they had a Halloween special I might want to do as a little mini episode. But then going into specifically this month versus last month, of course, we had two very big releases this month, though naturally it's going to be better than last month, which was mostly just finishing off the UK series. I can't really think of anything else I was doing in that month. I know I was playing something. I had to be playing something. I think I was playing other games. So from 9/1 to 9/30, and then last month, if you go to videos on here, come on, load faster. Oddly enough, the Second American Civil War, Episode 2 of the AUS series, was actually my most watched video in October, which is really, really weird to me because it's the second episode in. I mean, I guess the fact that it has the Second American Civil War and then title is what's got it in more search results, which is what got it more, not even more views, but more watch time. I guess people, they either got to the first one first and like, this is just waiting, let's skip forward to the second episode. I see the second episode is where the Civil War starts, which might be one of the problems with the double upload system that I was doing in the beginning of this. Because part of the reason why this month was so good is I compacted it. Everything in the first 7 days from the start of the series, which would have been on day 19, that's not a good day. Yeah, from day 19 onward, for a week long, we had the long week. We had the week of double upload AUS and still until I started Kaiserreich with Kaiserreich Russia up until that point. And it was about here where we started getting a lull. So is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? So about there we had a lull. Then a little bit of a spike back up with the Russia series, but not as much. And of course not. People aren't going to be looking up for Russia specifically, and people aren't going to be looking up for Kaiserreich in general, as well as the larger YouTubers are going to start coming in and taking away my search views, because I'll get covered over by their videos, as their videos will have a better longevity to them. Because after the initial push, because I pushed out the first video as early as humanly possible. I had that thing like 1 a.m. in the morning on that first day, with the second episode coming out, I think, on like the 10 o'clock schedule or maybe the 2 o'clock schedule, and I was wrapping up the UK as well. Because I wanted that first episode to be out as fast as possible, to get as many eyes on it as possible, to get as many subscribers as possible, to get as many watch time and views and likes and people interested in what my channel does and what it's all about as possible. And it worked pretty well. We made it over 1,300 subscribers over the month, and I do appreciate everyone's on. Because if you recall, in a while ago when I hit 1,000, I said that was my goal for the year. And for the fact that I'm 300 above that, and I still got 2 months left in the year to go, I'm hoping to hit 1,000. Honestly, I think 1,700 is a conservative estimate almost. If I can keep up good content, if I can keep up things that people are going to want to watch and subscribe for, I think 1,700 is a conservative lowball. If I don't end up with any big releases anytime soon, that's probably what I'm going to be hitting at. After that, if I could reach 2,000 in 2 months, that would be epic. But I don't think I am. I think I'm going to be hitting 2,000 next year. I always love when I get these big spikes of subscribers. It makes me rejuvenated for the process of making these videos. So back down to it. Kingfisher America, second banana in terms of watch hours, but they did get more views. So I'm guessing people clicked on, like, oh, hey, look, second video, that's where the money is. That's where that money shot is. Maybe But at the same time, the first video, it had the most views on the first day and then peeled off, as you might expect. And then down the line is pretty much just all the AUS videos when it comes to that. Into Social Blade, where at the moment it says that we have 1,305. I think we're at, that's what you're saying too, is what it is. No, you say 6. It comes and it goes. At one point I had hit 1,300 and then I came back down. It was sad. But if you notice, I'm about to overtake with subscribers the amount of uploads I've made. Yes, I have uploaded and currently have in library 1,314 videos on YouTube on my channel. Dear God help me. That is, and user created, not that accurate. Honestly, not that accurate. Then going down to here. See, this was the day. It lies to you. I had, I think, just barely hit 1,300 at this point. And then I lost 4 subscribers in a day for some reason. I don't know why. People just decide, yeah, I'm done here. And then got 8 back the next day, got 4 today. And you say 306, wait, you say 306 now? Why you must lie to me, Social Blade, why? Over to here, we had the best month ever in views, in total views. 63.7 thousand views, which trumps 58,000 back in July. Not the best subscriber count, which was back in July, but only 20 or so below that. That's still pretty good. 200 in a month is amazing, and that's why I'm saying that, 200 a month, maybe 1,700 isn't as conservative as I thought, because that's what Social Blade thinks I'm going to get, but I don't know. Honestly, don't know. It's already the 3rd of November at the time of this recording, and it's quite likely that we'll end up in situations like this where I'll go back down to getting about 100 subscribers a month. So long as everything is still good and people still want to watch my channel. Live subscriber count? Nah. Let's go with the future projections. Future projections are always fun. View chapter, yeah. Subs prediction, 2 months, 1,700. That's kind of, that might be a bit more well-wishing than I mean to intend, because at the moment it's going for slightly exponential of a function, while at times where it's very much laid out and I'm not having a big boost in subscribers, it goes for a more linear. I think I've shown that in my past monthly update videos, that shows more of a linear curve instead of a exponential. Although what's funny is the fact that because I'm in a calculus class, I could now hypothetically take the derivative of this line, and I don't want to. Back over here. I'd like to, every time I go into Social Blade, this is the recommended video. This right here is the featured video, because it's just a live stream that's PewDiePie and T-Series. It's so annoying. Every time the featured video is the featured video every single time I'm on Social Blade. Maybe I should do something with my channel art, but I'm not an artist myself. My girlfriend who does the art is busy. She drew that out. I think she took her time, but she drew it out kind of fast. It needs to be a cat, though, god damn it. I am Pen Kitten. That's my name. Details, statistics. I got 28 on the 20th. 28 subscribers. Oh, damn. Total subs. Let's see. Back to... I like watching that. I like that upward and outward look. Over 360,000 video views. Why though? And also, I'm starting to make money. But let's see. How much do you think I'm making? Last day, either somewhere between $17 and $269. More like $80, but I don't know how much money that's going to get me. It's funny because between the YouTube estimate, the Google AdSense estimate, and the actual Google AdSense payment, they're all different numbers. And I have no idea why these platforms, which are connected under Google, are getting different numbers for their estimates and payments. I don't understand it, but I suppose it just is what it is. All in all, a good month, and I'll be looking forward to November, where I still need to consider what am I going to do after. What am I going to do after Kaiserreich AUS is done? Because that's going to be finished. I can't do another Kaiserreich series. If I did another Kaiserreich series, I wouldn't be doing it credit, because it would be the 3rd Kaiserreich series in a row. I tend to play Kaiserreich or Hearts of Iron 4 in general in a very similar way. Light roleplay. I try my best to do things that make sense for the character's world in universe. So just doing another series, while it should be fine for my audience, would probably get fewer views than I could if I just waited and got people to be interested in Kaiserreich again. but I'm not sure what to replace it with. I have one idea. I could go and do an achievement run in Hearts of Iron 4. The problem with that being that Hearts of Iron 4's achievements are kind of bad. If you've ever actually looked at them, they're either ridiculously hard for no reason just because they want to make a pun, or they take so long that an actual series to get that achievement would just be boring, and you couldn't go for multiple achievements at once because it's like it's a nation specific and it's the only one that goes for that nation. For example, in my own personal time, I went for My Ships Don't Lie, which makes you have to reform Gran Colombia, which means you have as Colombia, so you have to play as Colombia, get Panama, Ecuador, Venezuela, and the north of Peru. You have to take that, and then you have to make like 10 battleships and 10 carriers. But you start with so few naval bases that after you win your wars, you're just building naval bases to build these ships faster, and 20 capital ships starting from like a single naval dockyard. It takes a long time. I was just sitting there waiting in the second half after I formed Gran Colombia, just sitting there waiting. I also remember that some of them are just so ridiculously difficult. I think there's one called Checkmate, which I believe you have to play as... I forget if you have to play as either Australia or you play as Czechoslovakia. I think you might have to play Czechoslovakia, and you have to conquer Australia, which means you have to either beat Germany or avoid Germany on your own time, and then fight all the allies too, and also have to fight the Soviets, because the Soviets are probably going to attack you, and that would just be such a mess. Why would anyone play that? And all the China missions, they're still broken, because it won't let you get the achievements unless you take over Hong Kong and Macau. But why? But why though? Why? Even Mao Zedong didn't do that until like the 1990s, and that took a while. That just took some agreements, which haven't been added into the game for what I know. And the achievement themselves, they don't even specify that, so people wandered into those. I remember I played as the Qing Empire, Manchukuo into Qing. It's on the channel. Mic is probably not the best. I forget when exactly I got my mic. I think the Blue Yeti mic, that's the one I have right now. Blue Yeti, it's not exactly the best. It doesn't exactly have the best reputation, but for price value to the quality it gets, it's pretty good. I like it. It's much better than the shitty $30 mic that I was playing on before, which, God help you if you ever go back to watch those videos. Why on earth anyone would do it, I do not know. But, where was I going with that? In the Qing Empire, I had conquered basically the world as Qing, and then it wouldn't give me the... There was some achievement where you have to form Qing and then conquer all of China, and it wouldn't give it unless I occupied Hong Kong, Macau. It's annoying. It's a pain. But I did eventually get it, so that was good. It was worth the wait. I don't know what achievement I would legitimately go for that would be interesting enough to actually build a series around it. I would be interested in going Italy into Rome again, but that's not for an achievement. Italy into Rome is just general fun, and I already have one attempt where the game fucking crashed. Sorry for the swearing, but it crashed. It broke down in front of me. It committed Sudoku because I got myself into a 4-way war between myself, Germany, the Allies, and the Soviets, where Germany had attacked me, the Allies had attacked Germany, and, well, no, Germany attacked me because I'd conquered Czechoslovakia, and they just instantly declared war on me when they tried to take the Sudetenland. Then Germany declared war on Poland, which brought in the Allies, but I didn't join the Allies because I was fascist, and I had my own faction, the Nova Imperia something, Nova Imperia Romanum. And then the Soviets attacked the Allies for Poland, or did they attack Germany? Either way, it was such a mess. And then I had actually conquered Germany, and the recording was corrupted, and the game crashed. I had conquered Germany as Italy. One of the problems was the fact that I had conquered Poland, which I was not at war with. the game allowed me to conquer Polish land because they had capitulated to the Germans, and then I was able to take their land because, I don't know, hoi for things. And then the game was just like, I cannot understand what is happening. Let's just die. It was a very frustrating experience, but if it had worked and I had conquered Germany personally, it would you're done. That would just be it. I would have been able to, using those German factories and manpower, just wipe out the Low Countries, wipe out France, wipe out England, wipe out Spain, take out my own faction members, take out Turkey, the Levant, take out the north coast of Africa. It would have been glorious, and Mussolini would have gotten his little tiny crown leaflet thing. It would have been fantastic. And holy shit, I have been talking for 20 minutes. Why? I specifically made this video because I didn't want to record, but god dang it, I am putting ads on this video and you are going to like it. Basically no one's gonna watch this video anyway, but you are going to like it. And with that, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!